Hello, my name is Sam. I am making this video because I wanted to share my thoughts about Guild Wars 2. And basically, should you buy it? Because I always have a very hard time determining whether or not I should buy MMOs, because they always suck. I played Guild Wars 1, and then we had a good time. Then we switched to WoW and had an amazingly fun time. And then every MMO since then has really sucked because they've just been WoW, but like, you know, not WoW. And I don't know, they've just always been really boring. They do the same thing. Every MMO I start, it always goes the same way. I always spend like an hour or two playing it, and then I'm like, oh my god, I have to do all this leveling, and there's just so much shit to learn, and it's just not worth it. And so I quit. But Guild Wars 2 is actually quite different, and I'm really enjoying it. I've only owned it for like 36 hours, and I've played like 15 of them. I'd probably play more if I didn't have to watch my parents' dog right now, which kind of sucks. But first thing I wanted to start out with was the box. Looks pretty cool. I like the whiteness. It's kind of simple and elegant. But the first gripe happens when you open the box, right? This is all you get. You get this game guide. It's very small. And then you get this thing. Not really useful. I mean, they got like stuff that you can type. You know, like P for party. And then they got this chart on the back that shows like which weapons and stuff. Lame. What happened to all the games, like, you used to get maps with games? Like the Elder Scrolls games. Actually, did you get one with Skyrim? I bought mine on Steam, so I'm not actually sure. But you used to get epic, you know, like Morrowind came with that epic-ass map. I think the original Guild Wars came with a map, didn't it? I don't know. But I was really hoping you'd get a map. That would have been awesome. Okay, so anyway, let's jump into... Whoa. You can't see the launcher on XSplit. There's a launcher on my screen right now. Well, that's weird. But whatever. Let's just start. So anyway, the game is interesting to me. I really like it so far. Oh, music's probably going to be too loud. Well, so I'm still in the starting area. I'm like level 16. I've completed the map, and that's actually where we'll start with this. So the gameplay is very interesting. The way I look at it is they've taken traditional MMO gameplay and they've masked it with more interesting ways of dealing with it. Whereas you had to get a quest, go do this thing, return to the quest giver, get a new quest, blah blah blah, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. They've just like eliminated all the annoying shit that you used to have to do. You don't have to, whoa. Right, let me turn down the music quick. Whoa. I'll just, yeah, whatever. You don't have to go back to quest givers anymore. It's awesome. You can just, you just like do stuff and it happens and then you get rewarded for it and you never have to like go back and forth. It's all just, whoa, this is gonna lag a lot. Maybe I should turn my settings on too. Best performance. Okay. Wow, this is gonna look really shitty now. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm being attacked by a panther or something. Okay, so the gameplay, like I said, is they took traditional MMO stuff and then they mask it, which is cool because it kind of plays like a platform adventure kind of a game, right? I mean, if you've played like Spyro or Banjo-Kazooie or any of those kind of games, that's kind of what it feels like. There's all sorts of things to do on the map, and you can kind of just pick and choose, like, I want to do this right now because it sounds fun, or I don't want to do this because that sounds boring as shit. I actually haven't ran into anything like that. It's been really exciting. Although I will mention that there is potential for repetition here. While everything I've done so far has been interesting and fun, if every single map is exactly the same, there's just like slightly different content, I could see it getting a little repetitive. But so far, so good. There's random events when everywhere you go, when you're running around, there's these random events that pop up, which are really cool because, so like in this area, I think there's 2 random events that happen. There's over on the beach. How do I do this? Okay, over on the beach over here, you can fight these like things that come out of the ground, and what's cool is right now, see, there's a lot of people playing the game right now, and there's a lot of like new players and stuff. So when events start, players just come out of the woodwork. They're leaping out of trees, and they're coming out from behind rocks and stuff, and they're like, yeah, events, and there's just all these people getting involved, which is really cool. So if you're thinking about getting Guild Wars 2, and you're like, yeah, I'm probably going to get it, just get it right now, because there's a lot of people playing, and if you get it like 2-3 months from now, and there's not very many new players, I think it's going to kind of suck, to be honest. I mean, maybe it'll still be fun, but the events aren't going to be nearly as fun, because there's only going to be like, there's not going to be anyone playing there. So definitely get it sooner than later. I recommend that. Other questions I had initially. Is the world open and persistent? Yes. These are real players here, you know. Everywhere you go, there's very few instanced areas. The main quest line is instanced, which is kind of weird. I mean, I guess I can see why they do it, because it's like this storyline that you don't want other players fucking up. But that's instanced. Dungeons are instanced. Certain areas of like the maps that I've been to, like the cities, there'll be like instanced areas, like houses for dignitaries or something. I don't know what that's all about. But for the most part, you're playing with real players all over the world. And what's awesome is they've encouraged cooperation. So say this player right here died. Actually, I don't think that's a player. Well, whatever. If one of these players, that guy dies, it encourages me to run over, help him out either before he dies, or if he does die, go and res him, because I get experience. It's rewarding. Like, I don't have to, and I never have to like awkwardly party up like, hey guy, I can't do this quest, can you come help me? No, if he just shows up, it encourages us to work together without ever having to make a party. We just do stuff together. All these people, we all just working together constantly, and there's no like, I don't think there's like a mitigation to the reward. You get experience, you get money, you get these diamond triangle thingies, and it almost feels like Call of Duty, you know, like when you play Call of Duty and you're like shooting people and there's just shit flying all over the screen, achievement, points, blah blah blah. Like that's kind of happening, although not nearly as annoying, because Call of Duty is like annoyingly like in your face. That's happening in Guild Wars 2, but it's like more off to the side. But it's still nice. It's still very rewarding. They did a very good job with that. They did a very good job with the cooperation thing too. Like I said, everything is really easy. Like you can just like if you have a socket on your item. I don't know if I should be showing my character name. Well, anyway, you can socket items wherever you are. You can right-click something. Like these aren't good examples. Well, okay, so say this was a different item. You could right-click it and send to bank or whatever, and it'll send it to the bank, no matter where you are. You don't actually have to go to the bank and send it there. That's so nice. There's so many things like that in this game that they've just made super easy. Like the fact, like I said before, how you can just run around and get involved in quests. You run into a new area, you automatically just get eligible for quests. You don't have to go talk to anyone. You can just do stuff. That's what's cool about this game, is you just can do things without all the annoying little, like, in-between tasks, you know. Okay, so that's good. One drawback, the graphics, as you can probably tell, are dated. Very dated. I almost feel like it's Guild Wars 1, but maybe like a little bit better. So that might be, if you're really into like beautiful games, beautiful graphics and stuff, you might be disappointed here. Unless you have a really good computer. They do have an option for high-res character textures. I'm not sure how much that changed. Mine lags a little bit. Like, I have a decent computer, and when I get, like, it runs fine, unless I get in a really big battle. Like, some of the events, if there's a lot of players there, it does get laggy. World vs. World can get laggy. Most of the time it runs okay, but it does get a little laggy. I said laggy like 18 times right there. Jesus. Okay, combat. Combat is very cool. It's very refreshing. You don't, like, if I was going to kill this, whatever this is, I wouldn't just sit here and be like, click, 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 click. No, I'd be like battling them, and I'd be like dodging attacks, and I'd be jumping around, and I'd be like, oh my god, this guy needs a heal, and I'd be popping heals, and I'd be casting buffs, and like, it's exciting. There's like all kinds of shit going on, and it's very, very cool. I feel like, and oh, another cool thing is, look at, the attacks are like skill shots in League of Legends, where they continue on if they don't hit something. You can actually just cast your weapon if you want to, which is kind of fun. Like, it's like Counter-Strike, you know how people are like constantly like switching weapons and stuff? You can just be like running around, like casting shit, whatever, let's cast whatever I want. That's cool, I like that. In WoW you couldn't like do stuff like that. So, I don't know, that might be a little bit of a benefit for some people. Ooh, another cool thing. You can switch. So say I was battling this guy. Right now I have a scepter and a focus item. I could be like battling, using a couple moves, and then, whoop, I have a two-handed claymore, and now I have a whole new set of moves. Every weapon type has 5 different things that you can do with them, which is sweet. Even like I said, with the scepter and the focus, I have 3 moves for the scepter and 2 moves for the focus. So even if I have a scepter and I pick up a different type of like offhand item, now I have 2 more even new items. So you can like mix and match, and it just makes combat even more fun, because I'm like the scepter is like a ranged item, so I'll be like range, 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 bam, switch to this, and then hit my number 4, which I leap forward and get right into the battle, and then I cast my spinning move, and I like throwing stuff all over, which makes World vs. World really fun, the PvP, because you're just like all over the place. I don't know, it's cool. Right, moving on. Like I said, there's constant XP, money, rewards. It makes everything really rewarding. The music is awesome because it's by Jeremy Soule. Ooh, dynamic de-leveling is cool. So right now, if you look in this bottom left corner, I'm currently level 16, but I've been down ranked to level 9, so it makes every area still challenging. Oh, look, here's an event that's happening right now. These little orange icons indicate NPCs that are currently engaged in an event. So now I can just follow, look at all these people that just like showed up out of nowhere, and this event is gonna go on. So cool, like I didn't even have to do anything. I'm just involved. Right now, if I go and help kill stuff, I'm healing, whatever, at the end of the event, I'm going to get a huge reward. Even if I don't do anything, if I just kind of stand around, oops, if I just kind of stand around, I'll probably still get rewarded for stuff, which is kind of, I don't know, that might be a bug actually, but whatever. Yeah, so, very cool. And like I said, I'm dynamically de-leveled, so I'm actually like the same level as all these other noobs in here, so I can just kind of play, have fun. And like a high level, I couldn't, you know, come back as like level 80 and be like, haha, I'm gonna ruin your event and just kill everything in one shot. No, it's gonna be cool like that. Same with World vs. World. I joined World vs. World yesterday as like level 15, and I was level 80. I could actually do damage to people and stuff. I'm not sure how the weapons factor in. It must just do a calculation or something. Okay, so now moving on to like neutral and negative things. Movement is a bit feels a bit drifty. It doesn't feel as it doesn't feel as like refined as other games. Like if I play, I was playing Global Offensive. I was surfing in it, and you know that's like FPSs are really all about movement and stuff, right? Then you come back to this game and I'm like, whoa, I feel all drifty. So, just a little thing. Okay, I'm getting distracted by this. Same music loops too often, that's a neutral thing. I like the music, so it's not a huge deal, but it would be nice if there was a bit more variety. The map, I feel like it needs a visual update. Like, it looks kind of cool, but I feel like some of the icons are a little, like, cartoony or something. I don't know. A little bit of personal preference, nothing that'll ruin the game for anyone. Interface, oh, it's okay. I guess I don't have much to say about that. It's just like, when I was presented with the interface, I wasn't like, ooh, this is a cool interface. And I wasn't like, this sucks. It's just like, meh. Ooh, other thing I should note. Harvesting resources, minerals, everything. It's all shared. Items, rewards, everything is shared. You never have to worry about, ooh, crap, that guy's gonna loot that item before me. You don't have to worry about that. Everyone gets their own individual stuff, which is very nice. I like it. Okay. There's no world PvP, so there's never going to be like the horde coming in and killing all of us. That could be good or bad. I guess they basically made it so if you want a PvP, you go do world versus world, you go do PvP, whatever. So whatever. I guess that's okay. It doesn't like world PvP in WoW was kind of fun. You know, it was kind of fun running around and ganking and killing people and stuff. But what are you gonna do? Okay, now for negatives. Like I said, dated graphics. Leveling doesn't quite sync up with map progression, or at least it didn't for me, although I did realize I made a mistake by kind of missing out on some of my main story quest line. It wasn't exactly clear that I was supposed to be doing it. So, oh, see, like I can do a revive right now, and bam, I got experience. Okay, what else? Big Battle's leg. There isn't much help in determining how I should like level my character. When I started getting skill points and trait points, I was like, how do I do this? How do I know it's good? So I had to spend time outside the game doing research, which is pretty standard for most MMOs. I think a lot of games, I mean, like something like League of Legends. I mean, you gotta spend time outside the game trying to figure out what's a good build and stuff like that, right? Okay, so that's good. Character models. Whoa, I clicked outside. Character models don't really look that cool. Like, I think I look really stupid right now. I look like Spock almost. But like, not even, I don't know. Or not Spock, Data. But, I don't know. I think like it'd be cool if we looked cooler. But I feel like later in the game we'll probably look pretty sweet. Ooh, last thing. Okay, very last thing. Oh, okay, so there. Event completed. I helped out. I got gold, which means I got experience. I got karma points, and I got money for it. All I had to do was get involved. I didn't have to party up or anything. Awesome. Okay, last thing. It would be awesome if events like this were indicated on the map. If you look right now, there might be events happening here. There could be an event happening here. There's an event that happens on this road. I have no idea if they're happening. I would love if I could see that there's currently an event happening here, so I could rush over and get involved, because the events are really fun. So, that is... Okay, so that's my only thoughts. I'm going to wrap this up because it's going to get really long otherwise. So I'm going to exit, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Should you buy this game? Yes, you should. It's really fun. It's refreshing. It's not... Like, I am one of those people who get bored with MMOs very quickly because they're just the same old rehashed crap. This is different. This feels different. It's more fun. If you really like those traditional MMOs, then maybe wait for Mists of Pandaria or whatever else you're playing. But if you're looking for something new, if you're tired with the traditional MMO formula, this is different. This is good. There's no monthly fee. Just give it a shot. I would say you'll like it. I would definitely say you'll like it. Let me just check these last couple notes, make sure I'm not missing anything super important. Oh, I should probably just mention that World vs. World is epic. Very epic. It was crazy yesterday when I was playing, watching like 50 enemies rushing down this hill into my line of 50 guys and then just exploded. There was so much stuff going on. It was crazy. It's very cool. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing, although whatever. If you are gonna subscribe to a channel, go to my other channel, Spawn Room. Just type in Spawn Room and subscribe to that because I do esports stuff, and yeah, check it out. All right, see ya.